The Bible often uses marriage as a powerful metaphor to illustrate God's love for His people and His desire for an intimate relationship with them. From the beginning, as seen in Genesis 2:23 to 25 and Ephesians 5:29 to 32, marriage was designed to reflect the bond between Christ and humanity. Despite human imperfections and sin, God's intention for marriage remains a representation of commitment, forgiveness, and love. Throughout biblical history, God has demonstrated His unwavering love even when His people have been unfaithful. The story in Ezekiel 16 portrays Israel as an abandoned child whom God rescues and transforms into a beautiful bride. However, when Israel trusted in its own beauty rather than in God, spiritual pride led to downfall. Similarly, the prophet Isaiah's marriage to be an unfaithful wife symbolizes God's faithful experience with His people's betrayal. Yet just as Hosea redeems his wife, God continually calls His people back, offering redemption and love despite their infidelity. The importance of choosing a partner who shares faith and values is emphasized in the story of Isaac and Rebekah. Abraham insisted that Isaac's wife come from his own people to avoid the influence of pagan beliefs. This principle remains relevant today, as believers must be cautious not to compromise their faith by aligning their influences that may weaken their spiritual commitment. Revelation 19:1-9 describes the final victory of Christ and His marriage to His beautiful bride, the church. This moment marks the end of corruption and the beginning of eternal unity between Christ and His redeemed people. The imagery of marriage in Revelation 21, verses 1-4 represents hope, joy, and restoration as God prepares a new home where suffering and sin no longer exist. The Bible teaches that God's love is relentless, and His desire is to bring humanity back to a pure, loving relationship with Him. Just as Christ sacrificed Himself for His bride, the church believers are called to reflect His love in their relationships. Marriage is more than a human institution. It is a divine illustration of God's deep commitment to His people, and in the end, His love will triumph, restoring all who remain faithful to Him. God bless you.